So to start developing plugins, you need a system running on your own site, ideally, so that you can actually develop the plugin and test it while it's on your own machine and not on a live site. So the option that I'm currently using is Local by Flywheel, which is for free. It used to be a paid program until Flywheel bought it. And though Flywheel is a hosting company, you don't require, to purchase anything from Flywheel. It's just a system you can use and install it on your own machine to run WordPress without much trouble. So you just head over to free download, and once you download it, you can install it. And once it's installed, you'll see something like this. So it gives you the options to have as many local sites as you'd like. And if you want to create a new one, you just head over to plus and you can just put in, say, plugin dev, and it'll actually automatically name the site, say plugindev.dev. I did try naming it plugin.dev on its own, but that's actually a real site apparently. So it conflicted with that. So, but yeah, if we call it plugindev.dev and we can pick where we want it to appear on our machine, I actually create a Flywheel folder within my home folder. So I'll just select that. There we go. And you do have the option to create a blueprint as well if you'd like, but I don't have any. So I'll just hit continue. And now you can pick the preferred environment, which in this case is PHP 7.1 in this at the time of this recording. But I'll pick a custom one, which gives me the option of a bunch of different PHP versions. And I'm going to pick PHP 5.3, even though right now PHP 5.2, which hasn't been supported for a while, is the minimum requirement for WordPress. A lot of hosting companies still use that old of a version. But personally, I support PHP 5.3 and up. So if this is something where you're going to be making it just for a client, then you might want to just stick with the default preferred, depending on which hosting company they're using. Otherwise, you can just pick this. And now I'm able to test on kind of the minimum required version. And it also forces me not to use any of the newer PHP stuff, which I'll go through in the next video. And I'll keep the web server and my SQL version, which is the database, the same. Now here you can pick the WordPress admin username and password. I'll just leave it the default, which is testing. And then the default WordPress email, which doesn't really matter because we're not actually going to send any emails out into the real world. So if I hit add site, it'll provision it, it'll create it, it'll ask for my root password. And once it's good, it'll start up and give us a fresh WordPress installation that we can start from. There we go. So it gives us the database, so we can actually install this free SQL Pro and see what's actually in the database directly. We've got a bunch of other utilities, Mailhog, great name, I think, which actually will kind of scoop up any emails that your WordPress site or your plugin sends, so you can actually see what is being sent without, having to set up some kind of real email server somewhere. And SSL, if you'd like, you can install that if you need to test something on kind of a secure site. Otherwise, we can just hit View Site. And there you go. So we've got a default installation of WordPress, nothing on it, everything's the default. It does strip out any and all plugins, so there's no actual plugins that are installed. But I can just head over to wp-admin, log in using the username and password I'd put in before. And here we are. So I'll just dismiss that. But again, you can see we have no plugins. But in the rest of this course, we'll learn how to create a new plugin and have it appear here, activate it, and do all that fun stuff. Now, to actually create the code for this, typically you don't want to just use some text editor that comes with your operating system, whether it be Windows or Mac. I much prefer PHP Storm. It is a paid program, but it has a free 30-day trial, so you're welcome to download it, install it, and try it for the purpose of this video course. Otherwise, there's Sublime Text, which is a lot of people love this program, and there's courses and books on it, so you can learn how to do it. And there's also TextMate, which is, I'm not sure how updated it is right now, but it's one that I used for years. I still use it, even though it's saying that it's an old version of OS X. It still works for me, and again, gives you, whichever one you use, you want to make sure you get the ability to have a whole listing like here of all your files. So you can then have all your WordPress files all your plugin files visible, so you can just click on it, edit it, have tabs. Same thing here, right? So we've got the ability to have all these different folders and files, so you can just see your entire project and then have multiple tabs, open other files. Whichever editor you use, you want to make sure it has those features, which PHP Storm does. PHP Storm as well has the ability to, just kind of command click and actually go right to the code that you need to. So it gives you a lot of tools to make it easier to develop with. So whichever one you pick, you want to download it and then just open up a new project or create a new project. With PHP Storm, you have the option create a new project from existing files, and you would just pick that folder that we created our plugin dev.dev file, which should, and that by default would be the local sites folder in your home directory. Otherwise, in my case, I created a new flywheel folder. Wherever you put it, just open up those files and we'll be ready to go for the next video.